Change begins at the end of your comfort zone. So what are you willing to do to be successful? Hey, welcome back everybody. I'm super excited to be here again with you, and let's dive right in. Hey, so welcome back to this channel where your life becomes better one view at a time. Today we'll talk about cold showers. Cold showers will improve your willpower, will help you with depression, lower your stress, control anxiety, help with weight loss, boost your immune system and blood circulation. So the problem is that we're too attached to comfort, and this has dire consequences. We need to be able to step out of that comfort zone. What are we going to do when we really have to come out of that comfort zone? For example, if you have to have that uncomfortable conversation with someone, it could be your employee, your girlfriend, your friend, or doesn't matter. I mean, a lot of times we do have to have that uncomfortable conversation, and it requires you to be able to step out of that comfort zone. You just kind of have to, because most of the time we just avoid it. And this will be another topic also for another video. I'm not going to go too deep into this topic, but it's really a powerful thing when you can step out of your comfort zone. Another important reason why you need to be able to come out of your comfort zone is when it's related to diet. So when you have to be able to say no to a specific food, or change your diet, and it's uncomfortable. If you're not able to step out of that comfort zone, well, how are you going to step up and make that major change in your diet? It will be very hard, and you'll go back to square one and no change has been made because it's too uncomfortable. So with cold showers, you will be able to learn how to step out of that comfort zone. Initially, when I just started with cold showers, I thought this was pretty close to unimaginable. Like, why would any sane person go into a cold shower? It just didn't make a lot of sense. Why would you do it? But the idea of conquering my emotions and my fears just totally inspired me to do it. My life hasn't been the same since. It's been over 2 years now. Every single day I have not missed, and this is actually a key. Consistency is the key. Another problem we have is we're not too resilient. If you have a problem with quitting, just can't find that resilience in yourself when things get tough, when you just need to find that extra motivation, just extra power to follow through with a project or whatever else you started, and it just gets really uncomfortable, you quit. This is another way to learn and overcome that quitting, be more resilient. So let's find out what are the benefits actually and how this whole thing works. So willpower is like a muscle. You can exercise it and that muscle will become stronger. And trust me, cold showers will exercise your willpower. Your willpower will just skyrocket. This, as I mentioned, will also help with depression. And please note here that I'm talking about depression kind of generalizing. I understand that the depression is a clinical condition in some cases. Some cases it's really not. I would say in most cases it's not. And it could be something like we just tell ourselves that we almost like talk ourselves into depression a lot of times, and it's so it's really like a spectrum, a broad range of depression, not a specific clinical depression. So how does this work with the depression? When you go into shower and that cold water hits you, your body gets shocked. This activates your sympathetic nervous system. This is the same thing as fight or flight syndrome. Your brain is flooded with hormones, and one important one in this case is adrenaline. And this hormone gives you powerful motivation where you're just not thinking about depression anymore. Your depression is just literally gone, especially at that moment, at that second. When you have that contrast of you're depressed, you go in and depression's gone, it kind of gives your brain a different perspective that, oh, I'm actually not depressed. It might not last for too long, especially in the beginning, but it will definitely improve your mood. So for example, if you are a person who has these anxiety attacks, this will be really, really good for you. Why? Because when you go into that shower and open that cold water, you are voluntarily inducing that stress on yourself. But because that happens many times over and over again, your brain actually learns that this threat is actually not real. Because it perceives the threat, it goes into a shock, but then it learns that everything is good. So you do it over and over again, and you will get more comfortable being uncomfortable. So when you're going through that anxiety and shock voluntarily several times, your brain will not take it as threatening anymore. Next time you have that anxiety attack, your brain will remember the same feeling, that it can handle it, that it's not a big deal. You get more control of that anxiety, and it becomes almost like a familiar kind of state of mind. So how it helps you with weight loss? Well, when you are in that cold shower and water is lowering your body temperature, so your body is trying to pump it up and generate more heat. Well, how does your body generate heat? It burns calories. Burning calories generates heat, and you're losing weight. Also, some studies show that your body produces brown fat, which is it's fat, but it's different kind of, almost like a healthy fat. And that brown fat helps you with your metabolism, and it actually helps you burn your regular fat. So brown fat is good, and more brown fat means healthier body. So it also boosts your immune system by pumping out more white blood cells, and white blood cells are our main defense mechanism against infections. However, with all these great stuff, there's a safety concern. You have to have healthy heart, because it's a lot of shock. When you go in there and all that cold water hits you, you have to have healthy heart. If you currently have any heart problems, you should consult with your doctor to see if this is safe for you to do. And also, another thing is that some people faint actually. Hopefully this will not scare you off, motivate you maybe even more, and add some excitement. Let's dive into the actual practice, like how do you perform the cold shower, and some of the tips how to do it properly so that you are more comfortable doing it and so that you're successful. If you're one of those people who just decides to do it and then goes right in, well, good for you, amazing. If not, that's all right. You can still do it. So what I would recommend is go into that shower, but take that cold shower only up to your knees. This sounds funny, I know, but it's okay. Why? Because you only do it for 5 days approximately, and you'll get confidence. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, how bad can it be? Just up to your knees. It's not that big of a deal. It's still uncomfortable, but way more comfortable than full body cold shower. Once you've been doing it for 5 days, then next 5 days, do it for just lower body. Another 5 days, and slowly work your way up. So after about 15 days, you will just go and do your full body cold shower, and it'll be amazing. I promise you this will be really, really good. So please try it, and please let me know how it feels down in the comments. 2 things to keep in mind. I would strongly recommend you keep a visual calendar, not on your phone. If you don't have any other ones, then that's fine, keep it on your phone. But I would take one big calendar and put it on in a hallway or anywhere that's visible that you cannot miss it. And every time you do it, starting from the very beginning, the beginning stages that you are taking cold shower up to your knees or lower body and then upper body, but put an X on that calendar every day. Why? Because once that excitement wears off, and after 15 days it's not that exciting maybe anymore, that you have another reason why to keep going, because you see those perfect X's on that calendar and you don't want to give it up because you can see your effort that you put into it. You don't want to throw it away. That will be that another kick. If you're right on the edge, it will give you that another nudge, another kick. Just keep doing it. Another very important tip I want you to remember, please, is when you go into that shower, just observe how your brain starts coming up with all these excuses why this is a completely idiotic idea or the worst thing you have ever done. Now your brain has brand new excuses and very convincing ones why you should totally step out of there and stop doing that stupid thing that you're doing. Don't believe it. Persist. Just don't give up. And just remember that you didn't have those excuses before, just like 3 minutes earlier. It just appeared out of nowhere. It's bullshit. Don't believe it. Another tip that works for me really well is when you are in that shower, you will notice actually that you will have a feeling that is extremely similar to anxiety. You can call it anxiety or you can call it excitement, because actually, if you really observe closely, excitement and anxiety, it's a same raw feeling, but your interpretation of it is what makes it different. If you have that raw feeling for something that you think is good, then you are saying that, oh, I'm so excited. And if you have that feeling but caused by something negative, then you are anxious. This is very important. What I want you to do is when you have that feeling, you can listen to a positive affirmation, or you can affirm yourself positively yourself. Just say, this is amazing. I'm happy I'm doing this. I got this. This feels great. Tell yourself these affirmations at the same time when you have this strong feeling in your body. I promise you this will translate into something very positive. You will literally get excited. Otherwise, someone can translate it as getting anxious. But it's the same feeling. Because you are telling yourself all these positive phrases, your brain will automatically take it in a positive light. This is very important. Don't forget this. Now imagine you having gone through all these cold shower procedures many times. You already got this. At this point, you have a willpower of a monk. You're amazing. There's very few things that you cannot do up to that. And if someone will ask you about anxiety attacks, what anxiety attacks? You're the one who's going to be attacking the anxiety. Anxiety is not going to dare to attack you anymore. And as an extra bonus, you're shaving off those calories that your body's trying to heat you up. All right, so I hope you found this helpful. So please like and subscribe. Please comment down below. And thank you for all the subscribers from previous weeks. It was super exciting, super motivating. I cannot thank you enough. All right, this was really good. Thank you very much. See you again later.